Welcome back, everybody. This is Pharaon the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings online. And I seem like it's over brightened. See if I can make there. It's not bad. It's not bad. Does that seem bad to you? Doesn't seem bad to me. What about you, Jack? Does that seem bad to you? No? All right. Seems good to me. The audio, I think, is good. I was just playing a game over here on my tablet. Let me go ahead and close that down. And where's my Twitch? There's Twitch, so I can see if everything is good. All right, we're good. Make sure the volume is down on it so we don't get looping. Yep, we're great. We're great. We're good. All right, everybody. So, we are on my level 50 High Elf Mariner. We are in Before the Shadow content. I am way above this level of this content. So, understand as I go up to the mobs and I go, and they die instantly, it's because I'm literally way above this content. I'm just a completionist and I want to play the content. Let's see if anybody else in the kinship is online right now. Nope, just me right now. And let's take a look at our inventory. It doesn't look all that bad. I think we'll be fine. All right, when we left off last time, we were here talking to Aluna, and we're about to go into a little instanced content to help them out. So let's do that right now. Got my Folgers coffee. Straight black, the way I like it. I hope we can resolve this with words alone, but if not, I will count on you to fight. Stay hidden unless you are needed. Alright, so we'll come up here with these other people. Hide behind this big stone. Maybe not poke her head over, that's kind of obvious. Here comes Arden. Iluna, you look worse for wear. What's wrong, my dear? Did you lose your footing and take a bad tumble? Tum. I am in no mood for games, Arden. What do you want? Why have you come here in force? We came to bring you home to Brundir, of course. Our enemy is on the move. You are one of our greatest warriors and leaders. Your people need you, Aluna. There are more than enough warriors to defend home. Len Garen needs me. Are they not our people too? Traitors, deserters, these are the people you throw in with? They do not deserve you. Arden, wait, someone is coming. Oh, over there. What? You? I was wondering why you left camp on your own, but I see you've managed to draw your quarry into the open. How clever of you. It pains me to do this, Aluna, but your departure has shaken our people's faith in the cause. Many speak of reconsidering our alliances and of leaving to join you in Len Garen. When we bring your head back, they will understand the price of dissension and desertion. No, there's no need to harm her. She will come back willingly. She will renounce Len Garen and come home to us. Won't you? Oh, Artie, I'm so sorry. That took a long time for her to come up to that. I swore an oath to the people of Len Garen. You know how I am with oaths. How noble. Now die. Okay, time to fight. Arr. Are you all right? You, stay where you are. It would seem I have chosen my side. That was Arden. Yeah, Arden. Arden. We return to Len Garen without delay. Arden will come with us. I will take responsibility for her. Alright, so basically, Aluna has come to Len Garen, left her people, I believe in the Dunlands, or Inidwaith, one of the two, and come here to take care of the people of Len Garen. And her people came basically to well, Arden came to take her back, but the other people came to kill her, to show the people of where they came from that if you leave, you're going to die, so that nobody else will desert them. And we just kicked their butts, so that's not happening. So now, since Arden did that, Arden's going to be stuck here in Len Garen because she went against her people. So that is where we are right now. That could have gone better, but it certainly could have gone worse. Before you go, say goodbye to the children, please. She refers to these adults as children. Margaret's attention is on Arden. It's only when you get close does she seem to remember the world around her. Say, traveler, you saw how she fought, right? How do you think I would measure up against her? Margaret smiles at you, and there is a hint of danger and mischief in her eyes. About as well as I'd measure up against you, I suspect. I hear you are to leave us soon. I hope the rest of your adventures are at least half as exciting as the one we shared. Come visit us again and bring bread. Darren's taste like medicine somehow. We know how from the quest we did the other day. Anyway, farewell, Rasiki. You have been a boon to us and a genuine pleasure to get to know. Be safe on your travels. He thrust a small parcel of bread into your hands. Murrig smiles warmly as you approach. You had no obligation to us, yet you continued to put yourself in harm's way at every turn. Thank you. The others and I will keep Len Garen safe. You'll be here should you ever choose to come visit. Hello, traveler. I'm sad to see you leave, but more than that, I'm grateful for your acquaintance in the first place. These past months have been quite the trial for all of us. Setting down roots in a foreign land away from everything we call familiar, it's not easy. It makes every kindness feel more meaningful. Arden? Well, she's stuck with us now. In a selfish way, I'm glad she is. I much prefer her being here with me, even if she's going to sulk her way through the entire winter. Be kind to yourself out there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Len Garen quest hub. We should be able to go on now to Caris Galen. There's all sorts of these little stories throughout Lord of the Rings Online, and they're all most of them are all part of a much larger overarching story. It's really good. It is really good. And there's a lot of MMOs, not to pick on the obvious one, but like World of Warcraft, where yeah, there's a lot of stories and stuff, but nobody reads them because it's just filler. It's just not worth reading. But in this game, it's actually detrimental not to read the stories and be part of everything that's going on. It's a beautiful game, beautiful stories. So we will head on to Caris Galen and see what adventures await us there. Or should I say, misadventures. await us there. If you're watching over on Twitch, do me a favor and hit the follow. It makes me happy. And if you're over on YouTube, hit the subscribe. And if you actually like what you're watching, hit the like and leave a comment, because it makes the algorithms happy. And if they're happy, they don't send AI bots to kill me. And I appreciate that. Also, then go over to Twitter, the Big X, and follow me there. It's at Ferone the Gnome. I put screenshots up and chat with everybody and let them know what I'm doing over in that location. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. It is Thursday, and it is Thanksgiving here in America. That's when we eat entirely too much food, and we watch the Dallas Cowboys play football and then take a nap the rest of the day. Anybody's ever wondered, probably people haven't wondered, but if you've ever wondered why people call the Dallas Cowboys America's team, or God's team, or whatnot, for different variations of that. Back in the day, in the 70s, a little history lesson for you. In the 70s, I believe it was, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys made a deal with TV networks to have the Dallas Cowboys play a Thanksgiving game every year. And it was an exclusive deal, and I don't think it had been done before. And it was a smart idea that they did that, because what ended up happening is you count on two things on Thanksgiving: eating way too much turkey and getting, an upset stomach and taking a nap, and seeing the Dallas Cowboys play football every single Thanksgiving. It was a smart thing to do. So that's how they became America's team, because America eats Thanksgiving, and they watch the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason they were God's team is because their old stadium had a hole in the roof. It was cut out. There was no top over their stadium. And they said that was so that God could watch his team play football. The things that we do and say. Let's set a milestone here. Do I want to get rid of that one or not? Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. There we are. Here's Dundil. You say you bring word from Meneldir. I have not spoken with him since he left us, disgraced by the breaking of his oath. We were friends once, and grew up together in Tornhad, but he proved faithless. I am surprised by only this, that he has not turned brigand, as we all assumed. Perhaps this, as well, that he sends you with a message of warning. What cares he for the folk of this land, or any other? Still, the message you bring arrives late. We have been watching Uryx move behind the walls of Caris Galen for several days now. They are looking for something, but what that might be we have yet to discover. I encourage you to climb the sloping path to the southeast that leads up to the ruins. Perhaps you will find something we have not. Many travelers have been attacked by wargs as of late. I have been keeping watch over these lands for quite some time, and it troubles me that the shadow grows bolder. We must be vigilant, or the shadow will consume these lands. I would ask that you investigate the hills to the north across the river. That is the site of the most recent attack. You will most likely find wargs, and when you do, eliminate them. Rumors have spread, and I fear the White Hand approaches. Caris Galen, the Silver Bastion, must be cleared of the hostile forces that inhabit it. I care not what creatures they be. If they wish to harm the elves or to places held dear by our people, they must be defeated. Caris Galen lies in ruins, but it is a place of much significance for our people, and we should not allow Uryx or other hateful creatures to despoil its once proud lanes. Can I ask you to scout several of the approaches to the city? There is a bridge to the northeast and a riverbank to the southwest, and each of these could be used by our enemies to surprise us. There is also a sloping hill to the southeast that rises up to Caris Galen proper, and that should be scouted as well. Oh, I almost missed her there. Well met. Are you heading west? If so, I have a boon to ask of you. Along the banks of the land masses in Wadewater grows a plant known to some as the flowering rush. The plant is edible, and I admit that my craving for it has brought me all this way. I was sent back here with my tail between my legs, however. The dread turtles are too fierce and have a taste for the rushes as well. Please, if you are in that area, would you bring me back any of the rushes that you might find? Mayor Governor, over the water a bit away from here is Warg, home to vicious turtles whose beaks are strong enough to bite through. Well, I shudder to think on it. My companion Thrawn wandered that way yesterday to look at the ruins and has yet to return. Please keep watch for him if you are heading that way. I am usually loath to harm wildlife, but the dread turtles of Gwal Kuruban have overbred and are straining the local resources. If you reduce their numbers, I shall reward you. Alright, so we got a bunch of quests here. We're going to actually do something. Let's go ahead and get some tasks out of the way. These are 0 to 64 tasks. Where's my task bags? Excuse me. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Blunt branches. Let's set this by description. Description, blunt. Blunt branch. We got plenty of them. Accept that. Broken daggers. Yep, got those. Broken hatchets. Yes, sir. Broken sword sheaths. You betcha. Should be able to take one more, I think. Dirty scales. Yep. Alright, now let's turn those in. It's out of the way, my apologies. Alright, back to this here. Broken daggers. Broken hatchets. Broken sword sheaths. And this last one here. Here we are. We have hit our task limit for the day. And the reason we do that is this? No. Oh, don't tell me it's not there. No. Don't we have a quest for that? We usually have a quest for that. Not mission. I'll be darned. I should have had a quest. I wonder if I turned it in. And I don't know. We'll figure it out later. You get an item by doing that. Every week you want to do those. Alright, so we're going to go over to the turtles. Over here. The turtles and I believe the flowers. We're going to do that first. It's good coffee. Speaking of Thanksgiving, we went and did our usual tradition. My brother and I have been doing this for 2 years, so it's usual as in second time. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse place that has a special on Thanksgiving Day, like $75 a person, and then everything else. So it's not cheap, definitely not cheap, but you have to, number one, do no preparation. You have to cook nothing. And number three, you have to clean nothing up. And number four, it's fan-freaking-tastic. So yeah, we went and stuffed, and oh my God, was it good. And then, as if I hadn't had enough afterwards, I got a tres leches cake. Oh, incredibly good. Incredibly good. I love that place. I really do. It's very expensive, but like I told my brother, that is a gift that I give to myself and my brother once a year, and it's worth it. And we end up with no leftovers, so we're not sitting around stuffing for the next half week, putting on pounds. We just got this one day of bad eating, you know. Alright, we need to kill some turtles here. Oh, I forgot about this quest guy. Well met, Mariner. You are just in time. I am afraid that I have gotten my foot trapped here. I have managed to fend off the turtles thus far, but help is appreciated. So let's get his foot out of the trap. Freed! I can make my way back to Terthus on my own now. I thank you for your assistance. What about the rest of y'all? Are y'all completionists like me? Do you feel the necessity to finish things? You know, even though you're like way above the level, you just want to get that checkbox. I don't know what it is. That's just how I am. And that's one of the things I love about this game is that it's not impossible to check all the boxes. Cover some scholar notes. I wonder what that is. Is it not a quest item, is it? No? Okay. That may be one of the quests I have up here. That's probably what that is. So yeah, I'm like all over. Oh, that's right. This is not my hunter. He doesn't have the ability to harvest everything. Set my hunter up so that he can harvest everything. He can do wood, ore, and scholar stuff. Like if you look right here, here it is. Like I try to do everything. So you can see I've got some of them, 3 of them. Yay! 3 regions with all deeds completed. I'm working on Swanfleet and Cardland right now. I'm only 13% in. So yeah, I have a long ways to go. It's very hard to see here with all the reeds. Need to pick up that backpack so it'll stop showing up on my thing every time I try to target the nearest clickable item. Go ahead and get this over with. There we are. Now that doesn't show up. Perfect. That way there I can make sure I'm not missing something. Ah, shattered picture. I plan on doing a whole lot of gaming during this vacation. So there will be a lot of Twitch streams going on. If you're not into a particular game that I'm playing on that particular stream, just stick around. There'll be something else, I'm sure. Although a lot of it's going to be Lord of the Rings Online because it's my favorite game. It is. I'm also playing Super Mario RPG that came out about a week ago on the Nintendo Switch. I have to admit, it's I'm having trouble on it. Right now, I'm in the forest maze, I think it's called, and I can't figure out what the heck to do. I'm gonna have to end up looking at a walkthrough to figure it out. And I hate looking at walkthroughs. I use them. I'm not stupid. I use them, but I hate having to use them. I would rather figure things out on my own. But I've played it a couple of sessions now and can't figure out what to do in the forest maze. And the mobs there they're kicking my butt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting my butt handed to me by these things. That's everything there apparently. So we can go back. We'll go this way because there's a spot right down here we need to scout anyway. So we'll do that. Yeah, I've been real surprised lately with the number of people following and subscribing to my Twitch and YouTube channels. I appreciate all of y'all, every last one of y'all. I can't stress enough. I do this just for fun. This is my hobby. I don't do this to make money. And just to see anybody actually enjoy what I do, that just thrills the living hell out of me. It really does. So I want to thank all of y'all for your support. The river poses a natural barrier against incursions from this direction. All right, so nothing there. We got one at the other end of the road, so we'll go past the quest turn-ins to get the other one, then come back and turn the quest things in. In fact, we may go up the hill and we'll do Caris Galen first and then come back down and turn things in. That's what I'm going to do. So I bought myself Christmas, which, when you become an adult, that's basically what you end up doing later on. You become Santa Claus for yourself. But I bought myself my old watch. I wear a Samsung Galaxy. My old watch is it's probably going on 6 years old at this point. And it was on its last leg, but the glass on the bottom side of it finally broke. And so I've been without a watch for about a month now, and I've felt naked every time I leave the house without my watch on. But it literally was all shattered underneath there, and when I'd wear it, it would cut my skin. I had little red dots on my skin. So one of my Christmas gifts this year to myself was I bought me a brand new Samsung Galaxy 6 Classic, I think they called it, and I was going to wait until Christmas morning, to surprise myself, and that didn't work. I ended up the other day. I ended up going ahead and opening it up, and that's what happens when you're your own Santa Claus. You end up giving yourself your stuff early. So yeah, I've got my watch on, and I freaking love it. I really do. It's amazing how much better the technology has got in 5 years. 5 to 6 years. I am stoked about it. And of course, it wasn't the only thing. I also got myself a brand new Samsung tablet. Samsung Tab A9. My old one was an A7, and it was getting super old. And it was on the verge of basically just not working anymore. I mean, it worked, but it was so slow and laggy that it wasn't worth even using. It had been just sitting collecting dust all this time. So when I bought the watch, I actually bought the tablet as well, and they had a huge sale on it. Man, Samsung's got some great sales right now on Samsung.com directly. And so I got the new tablet. It's the A9 FE. It's not their uber awesome version, because that was like over $1,000. This was around $500 or something. And I traded in my old one. Remember, like I said, the A7 was super slow and barely running. They gave me like $300 for trading it in. I'm like, hell yes. So yeah, I got this thing at a steal. I think it came down to like $159. And then by bundling in the watch as well, it was even cheaper, all the stuff. So that's what I ended up doing. That's why I did it, I needed the watch. I wanted the tablet, and I got an insane deal on it. So yeah, I think that's all part of their Black Friday. So I get absolutely nothing from it. I'm just letting y'all know, if you're looking for those kinds of things, go to Samsung.com. They got insane deals right now. Hell, brethren, what has brought you to this place? You introduce yourself and tell the elf of your adventures in Swanfleet. I am Terendir of the Myrdain, and I have come to Caris Galen even, on a last pilgrimage before I depart Middle-earth. Know you the history of this place? You must. It stood in peace for many years, both before and after its destruction. But now Orkkind roams it once more. It pains my heart to see it so, that these evils might remain after I depart. I was here when it fell long ago, Rasiki, and though it is a sorrowful tale, I would share it with you even. Will you hear it? I will. Alright, so I think... hold on. To advance the quest, you must complete the skirmish. Doom. Holy moly. Man, I had to sneeze bad. Doom of Caris Galen. Okay. So, and have I done a skirmish before on this guy? Yeah, because I got the little guy down here. So I should be able to do it. What was it called? Doom? Let's type in Doom. Yeah, Doom of Caris Galen. Launch now. Alright, travel now. Here we go. This is a cool story. Ooh. It is as we feared. The enemy walks among his servants at last. I am told that he still guises himself in the form of Antheron, but the evil in his heart struggles to conceal itself upon his visage. Sauron has ceased his attack for but a moment, but it will not be long before his forces are upon us again. Defend against the forces of the enemy and keep them from breaching the inner gates of Caris Galen. Fall back if you must, for we cannot bear the loss of any more of our warriors. In the meantime, I shall prepare our final defenses within the walls. If the time should come that the enemy himself breaches the city, we shall make our stand there, upon the very steps of the house of Mirdang. Hearken to me, warriors. This day we stand in defiance of Sauron himself. We shall cast the enemy from our city once and for all. We are following Celebrimbor into battle against Sauron. Of course, we're not actually there. This is a telling of the battle, so. Defend against the first assault. Where is the first assault? Alright, let's go this way. We'll figure it out. Hopefully I'm going the right direction. These people look like they're on our side. Something seems off here. Was it down here? Was he running to the safe area and we were supposed to protect this area down here and I foolishly went the wrong way? Maybe I wasn't supposed to follow him? Oh, yep, that's exactly what it is. I messed up. Luckily, I was the only elf that made that mistake. Enemies are marching on the watchtower of Caris Galen. Alright, this is the watchtower, right? It looks like a tower. So they should be marching against here, I hope. Nothing down there. This is difficult to understand. Okay, I see it on the mini-map. They're coming this way. Enemies marching on the watchtower of Caris Galen. That's this place here. We just got to watch the mini-map, I guess, for them showing up. I can make my herbalist dance around by just looking around. She's got to constantly be behind me. It's kind of funny. Oh, they have trapped me. That was your mistake, buddy. Wrong button. There we are. Now I'm entrapped. Oh, he's back here hitting my healer. Alright. Which direction will they come from this time? I'm looking that way, so I'm betting it's going to be behind me. Seems to be how it goes every time. Yep, they're coming from behind me. Trolls! What is this? Defend against the second assault. We've earned a brief respite, but it won't be long before they resume. It may still stand, but the watchtower is lost. We must fall back. Okay, so we're going to fall back now, I think. That's my guess. Okay, he is coming. And he says follow me. Alright, good. Let's get this alert real quick. Be ready, warriors. They are coming. The North Gate. Is this the North Gate? I don't know if this is the North Gate. I'm assuming it's the North Gate. He's here, so surely he's here to defend them. Yep, there they come. Oh, we're lagged. March on the North Gate. This is the North Gate apparently. They're a little slow. A lieutenant of the enemy has joined the battle. I can't do anything until that shield goes down. Let me kill these other ones. Come on, get him. There we are. He's dead. Alright. Enemies marching on the North Gate. Alright, they're coming to the same spot. We got us an alert down here. Be bestowed. We kill 5 of those. Come on, get somebody in front of me. They had something targeted nowhere even near me. So every ability I used, it was just like, nope, not gonna do it. You probably want me to do that, but I'm not gonna do that. You have defended against the second assault upon Caris Galen. I fear we shall something. Let us fall back to just within the gates. Alright? The gate walls shall hinder the advance of the enemy. Look at the herbalist. What is she doing? They're coming to the south gate. It's over here, isn't it? Am I missing something? I don't know where the south gate is, and that is completely worthless. I'm thinking that, though, that was referred to as the north, so I think we need to go down here and find a south gate. I'm probably wrong, but that is the message it just gave me. Is there a south gate? Oh look, bad people. Yes, there is a south gate. North gate. Ah, here we are. Marching on the north gate. All right. By the way, this was not the instance that I thought this was. I don't recall ever doing this one before. I was talking about the one where they talked about the rings being created in the first place. Fourth gate. How has it already been 42 minutes on this stream? It was like I literally just started. You have to defend it against their assault. Alright, awesome. We have held them at the gates thus far, but I do not think it will last. The enemy knows we have no escape. He toys with us. Yet a cornered foe is not one with which to be trifled. It will be as Lord Celebrim said, we will make our stand together before the house of Mirrodin, and cast the enemy from Origion. You must tell Lord Celebrim that we cannot hold the gates for much longer. Do not worry for me. I'll follow as soon as I am able, and we will stand together before the end. Go! Alright, so we've got to go figure out where this is at. I'm guessing somewhere over here. This looks very nice. I imagine this would be where we would make our stand. Yep, hey, look at that. I was right. Celebrimba! We have lost the gates. Alas for Caris Galen, alas for the Mirrodin, alas that it should come to this. I do not doubt Feodor's words, the gates will not hold. We must defend the house from the forces of the enemy. Sauron must not find that which he seeks. As soon as the other warriors have fallen back, we'll stand too. A horn blares as the enemy renews the assault on Caris Galen. Enemies are marching on the house of the Mirrodin. Where? There, they're coming on both sides. We'll take the left flank. A spine-chilling howl echoes from the northern walls of Caris Galen. Okay, it means there's something bad that spawned over to the north side, which is the opposite of where I'm at right now. His shields are still up. North side. Let me see if I can find this. Over there. There it is. We got him. I've got bad guys following me. Everybody get ready. I'm bringing them into the trap. We make our stand here. We defended against the fourth assault upon Caris Galen. The forces of the enemy return. Then they shall die here along with their others. Sounding of a horn echoes from the southern gates of Caris Galen. This is a heck of a battle. Is there any more bad guys? Over here. foolish evils. They cannot stand against us. I cannot stand to speak correctly, apparently. Still shielded. There we are. And the bushes over here. What the heck? Hold back the orcs. Do not allow them one step further into our city. Yes, sir. Understood. They will not step into our city. I got the center. I got the trolls. We have defended against the final assault upon Caris Galen. Prepare yourselves. One of Sauron's champions approaches. Oh, holy crap. Calabrimba. Even now you refuse to see my master's wisdom. You'll fear what you do not yet understand. What he offers would be a boon to us all. See you this ring upon my finger. It is Narchul, the ring of truth. Getting intense now. Trust now that I do not speak falsehoods. If you surrender the rings of power, there will again be peace in Eregion. I, Matshaka, swear this to you, Lord Calabrimba. You speak of peace as you bear witness to our doom. A better student your master could not find. And that name you call yourself. It is of the dark tongue of Mordor, of the enemy. Its mere utterance in my presence is an affront. Nay, brand you, Amarthiel. Yet here, even on the cusp of victory, you conceal your face behind that mask. Could it be the faintest glimmer of shame, or is there truly so little left of who you once were? Calling her out. Do not speak to me of shame, Calabrimba. It was you who welcomed Entheron into Eregion. You who let him walk among your people that you might flourish under his tutelage. It was not Entheron who deceived you, but you yourself. She's spitting some facts back at him. You alone bear the guilt of what is to come. Heed my words, Amathiel. No matter the guise in which he cloaks himself, Sauron shall never possess what he seeks. This I swear, to my last breath. So be it. And it's on. I call you to my side, servants. Lay down, your blood is something or other. Enough blood has been spilled. Do not forget this mercy, Amarthiel. She's over here. If ever you dare to return, I will not spare you again. There will be nothing left to return to, Celebrimbor. She's actually right. Yours is the mercy of a fool. Begone! That was epic. Well, you did it. Let's go up here and get our spoils of war before we talk to him and leave this place. That was freaking awesome. If you understand the story and everything and who she was and all, that's cool. I'm not going to spoil anything. That was really cool. We have stood fast in the face of the enemy, but this respite will not last. Sauron's forces have encircled Caris Galen, and try as they might, the armies of Galad and Elrond have not yet been able to pierce them and come to our aid. I weep for all those we have lost, and I pray that their sacrifices were not in vain. Let us hope that Gil-galad and the others shall soon arrive, or all will be lost. Uh-oh. This is bad. All is lost, Celebrimbor, but with your aid I may yet find what I seek. You need not guise yourself in a fair form any longer, Sauron. Why still do you wear the face of Entheron? That you might look upon the face of a friend one last time, Celebrimbor. All of the elves make war against you. What you have done this day will not go unanswered. It matters not. I have wrought an army greater than any in the world since the age of Morgoth. Do you not see? All of your triumphs and all of your failures were of my design. Your city will be unmade and your people slain to the last. When at last your will is broken, you will surrender the rings of power. The Valor have abandoned you. I am all that awaits you, Celebrimbor. To me, I beg you. Oh. You must go. Flee by secret ways, lead the others north, and do not look back. Ooh. That was a very epic story right there. That was intense. Wonder, am I going to die from the fear here? Let me use one of these. Can't believe that hasn't worn off yet. Holy crap. Oh my god, it's going to kill me. And that is the end of the tale, Rasiki. Although I did not see him fall, Feldor was lost. My brother held the gates of Caris Galen against the enemy for as long as he could, and I wish I could tell him how proud I was of him in that moment. But there is never time, is there? Even for the Eldar. Although the war continued on for years, I and the other survivors of my kin found refuge at Imladris. In time, what we were fated away, that's an odd statement, and it was as if the Mirdan were not to be named as such among the elves. Sorry, I'm all gassy now. That the stain of the enemy could not be scoured from our hands. Farandir shakes his head. Might I ask something of you? Travel up into the city, stand before the ruins of the House of Mirdain, and listen. That is all I ask. Truly epic. Truly, truly, truly epic. It all intertwines in the overarching story. You see this going through Angmar and Fairchill and so forth. It just, wow. That was really cool. Okay, I was thinking there was an elf we were supposed to find right along here, but she's not up, so maybe she shows up afterward. Whew. Epic. All those shattered pictures I can't pick up because I'm not a scholar. It sucketh. Alright. I just hate seeing harvestables sitting around that I can't harvest. It drives me batty. I can pick up wooden chests though. There's some discoveries in here as well in Caris Galen that I do want to try to get if I can find them. Wooden chest everywhere. He just doesn't know it. He's already dead. The lag was keeping him alive, but he was dead. That's funny. Nope, shattered picture I can't use. What about back here? I just feel like there's something to click somewhere over on this side of the of this hill. Other than these wooden chests and shattered pictures. There's like a discovery item to click. I'm pretty sure of it. At least one, if not more than one. Aha, that thing. Do I have to have a particular quest to get it? Seems that way, because, yeah, I can't click it right now. I sang at him, he went, ugh! Ugh. It was horrible singing. Knocked him out and killed him instantly. Kind of insulting. I didn't think my singing was that bad. Apparently it's enough to kill him. This seems like a mistake. I hope I can get out of here. Oh, crap. See if I can get out on this side. That guy there, he's been stuck here for ages. He's so glad I came along and killed him. Oh, come on. Did I really screw up? There's got to be a way out. Come on. Aw. This is pathetic. What about on a mount? Can I make it out? Get going fast enough? Come on, get up that hill. Get up that hill. You can do it. You can do it. Don't make me call back. Oh, I almost. Go. You can beat the system. Beat the system. Don't let it beat you. You can do this. Come on. That's disappointing. Come on. You're going ultra fast now. You should be able to do it. Yeah, we got screwed. Let's do our listen thing. Will it work? Didn't get an update from doing the listen. Alright, let's call back to is it this one? Yeah, I think so. That sucked. Why is that not closing? Okay, why is it fighting me? There it goes. Alright. Alright, well, over here we'll turn in some quest, and we'll go back up there. It is a good start. Perhaps the creatures that remain in Caris Galen will receive our message that they are not welcome. If they do not, neither will they escape our vengeance. Thank you for helping me with this friend. It is good that the approaches to Caris Galen are mostly free of enemies, but my heart grieves that Uruks and other such foes already stalk the lanes of the city. Thank you for your efforts on behalf of our people. Ah, you are most welcome back. I see the turtles were not too much for you to handle. I am looking forward to cooking these rushes up right away. You have my thanks. I thank you all for your attention to this task. It is no easy feat to defeat a dread turtle. You have my thanks. Alright, was that all the quests there? I think it was. We don't have a turn in for Dunadil yet. And let's check to see what our things over here were. We got 2,000 for finishing that up. 2,000 virtue, I should say. Vendor Swanfleet title and 10 free Lotro coins. Let's check. Virtues. We're at 13 of 25. Nowhere near tapping that one. Okay, so we got things to finish up top here. Seeing as I screwed up and got us all, like, you know, stuck and stuff. So let's head back up there. Why did that do that? Back up. There we are. Let's see, is anybody on? Nope, just me. It's going to probably be pretty slow, seeing as it's Thanksgiving weekend. But that's okay. Or I say weekend. It's still Thursday. Ooh, who's this? Arrow slain Uruk. You pull an arrow from the Uruk's back. The arrow is of fine elf make. Hold it. Was there another one? It's another one right there. You retrieve an elf arrow from the other corpse and hear someone calling you. That's the person I said I felt we needed to talk to. There he is, or she is, I mean. Regolith. Those are my arrows. If you will return them to me, I can use them to slay more of these creatures. Think that is in everyone's interest, is it not? So we got some stuff that's going to be way below our level. We're just going to click on and hit finish. I am pleased to see we share a purpose, or at least we have our hatred of orc kind in common. My name is Bregolith. I came from distant Imladris on a journey of my own, but hearing of Ulrichs abroad in Irigian caused me to divert my steps. Now I slay the creatures wherever I find them, and will bring word of what I have seen back to Elrond when I know more. You tell Bregolith that the Ulrichs speak of the wizard Saruman as if he is their master. That is most concerning, but a dead Ulrich serves no master. Let us cull the creatures that stalk the ruins of Caris Galen, and afterwards we can discuss if they spoke truth or falsehood. Alright, so we need to kill some Ulrichs. That's one. Lit his butt on fire. Sang that one to death. Yeah. Well, I have none of that sleepiness. Did I get them all? Oh, there's one there. He decided to kind of mosey away, hoping I wouldn't notice. I noticed. I don't understand why there's wooden chests up here everywhere. Like there's just tons of loot up here. It's almost like overload. What does that give me anyway? 3 silver pieces and 72 copper. This last Uruk clutches a piece of parchment in one hand. Aha. Malhai. Rautuk Ishi. Nogato Gudzinya. It's in a language that I can't read. I'm going to say that that's probably dark speech. Or orc speech, Uruk speech, whatever speech you want to call it. We need to go over here and do the listen thing, I think. Just a thought. This is where we need to do listen. Over the ruins of the house of the Mirrodane. I think it's... Yeah, this might actually be. I listened and nothing happened. This is it. Alright. You hear nothing but the wind and the gentle lapping of the water nearby. Alright. We came. We listened. We killed bad guys. We're not going to go back up there and get stuck again. Forget that. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm a mariner. Shouldn't my mount know how to swim? Scattered picture. I was just trying to see what that was over there. Slaying Uruks may be its own reward, Risiki, but to find some clue even, to their purpose here is even better. I understand you found a report on one of the creatures. You hand the parchment to Bregaleth, and she studies it intently. It gives me no joy to read the black speech, but it is much worse to speak than it is to read. Here is what this report says in a language that does not cruelly twist my tongue. Warriors scout the old forges in Holland, find relics of elvish jewelcraft. I want not worthless trash. I desire lore. The elves made rings there. I wish to find their lost artisan knowledge. Regolith looks up at you. This is worse than I expected, Risiki. For some unfathomable purpose, Saruman the White has betrayed us. He seeks the ring lore of Origian, and he has sent these Uruks to obtain it. The elves of Origian were deceived before by words of kindness, Risiki, by offers of gifts and promises of secret knowledge. It was a lesson hard learned, but I have spent these many years believing this to be true. We learned it well. Indeed, I say we, for I dwelt at Celebrimbor city in those days. It was a grand sight of art and learning, its wide green lawns and smooth-stoned lanes to be found on both sides of the river. Mirabel it was, the jewelled town, and Caris Galen the silver bastion. It was a welcoming place, too welcoming. Regolith gazes at you steadily. I ask you to return to the city above and see the state of it. There may be artifacts within we should keep from the Uruks, and from their masters, whether he be a wizard or no. I will examine whatever you find and judge if there is still danger for the elves among the bones of Celebrimbor's citadel, or only grief still to be found. All right, remember that thing I found up there and couldn't click on? That's one of the things we got to go back to. We need to talk to this guy one more time over here. You heard nothing, yes? That is a great sorrow, and one made no less painful with the passage of time. Once you would have heard the songs of anvils and chisels, and those of laughter and friendship, but no more. All that remains of Caris Galen, of Tham Mirdain, of old Mirabel are ruins and dreadful memories. When I soon depart this realm, will I be healed of these wounds? I cannot say for certain, but I fear the answer, for neither seems befitting either as gift or punishment. Arendir pauses. His gaze falls upon the ruins of the lower city of Caris Galen. After a long moment, he turns to you. I thank you for hearing my tale, Risiki. It has done my spirit well to tell it one last time in Middle-earth. Oh, but one more thing, a word of warning, if you would hear it. The enemy's hand, though maimed, may still seek to shape the days to come in Middle-earth. Be watchful of the evils in this world, my friend. Let's see what he's got up here. That's what I figured. Low level. We'll just take one. Finish now. That is done. That was super cool. Alright, we need to go up here and find relics for, I can't remember her name back there. Oh, man. Anything here other than bad guy? Alright, there's the fallen lamppost. And a discarded pouch. And a shattered pitcher that does no good for me because it's scholar and I'm not a scholar. What else do we have? Here we are. Aged hammer and a toppled statue. We need a couple more items. Southwest and southwest. Which way is south? That way. Damaged pillar and an artifact. Where's this damaged pillar and artifact? Oh. Cracked plate. Is that an artifact? Yep. And this is the pillar. There we are. We got it all, so now we'll head back. And that was a drop-off. These are sad reminders of times long past, Rasiki, but they are surely not what Saruman seeks in this place. In my heart I know for what he searches. It is ring lore he desires, the same knowledge with which the builder of this city was ensnared. He finds it, I fear he could work great evil upon the lands and peoples of Middle-earth. Regolith gazes at the horizon obscured by distant fog. From the hilltop above you hear the harsh calls of orc-kind even over the wind. After a moment the elf warrior turns back to you. I will tell you the tale of the jeweled town and the silver bastion. So you will know how we were deceived, and you will know why it must not happen again. It is of Antheron I must speak, the giver of gifts, but you will know him by another name, for he is Sauron, and he is the enemy. Whoops. After the fall of Beleriand, most of my people came to live in the land of Lindon, to the west, under the benevolent rule of Gil-galad. Bonds of friendship were made with the dwarves of Ered Luin, but a thriving trade in metal and gems with that people dwindled as the Longbeards suffered war and disaster of their own. Yearning for mithril to fashion into their works of art and beauty, many of the Noldor followed the dwarves as they journeyed eastward. Led by Celebrimbor, descendant of Fëanor, the elves settled in the holy-covered hills beneath the west gate of Khazad-dûm. There was once again friendship and trade between elf and dwarf, and Celebrimbor's city in Eregion thrived. Eregion was still a young kingdom when the men of Numenor arrived. Tar Alloran, the king, sailed up the river Gwathlo and debarked to explore the Swanfleet on foot. He befriended Celebrimbor and forged alliances with the elf smiths. In return, they taught some among his people techniques of armor shaping and the graving of Ithilden and moon runes. In time, Aldarion grew old and came no more to Caris Galen, but the friendship between... One second, me snooze that. There we are. Friendship between his people and mine endured. The friendship... Come on, scroll down and don't scroll out of the view. Thank you. The friendship endured, but it was tested. The Númenóreans were a seafaring people, and they had long exhausted the forest of their island home. They hungered for timber to build more and mightier ships. The Lady Galadriel, who dwelt for a time in Eregion and often danced alongside the lily-covered waterways, despaired to see the toll taken upon the wide woodlands by Númenórean axes. When the shipbuilders began to dredge her beloved Swanfleet and build dikes to channel the waters, she entreated Celebrimbor to stop the men of Númenor from harming the land. It pained Celebrimbor to see the woods and fens so ill-treated, but he did not want to harm his alliance with the men of Numenor. He counseled them to take greater care of the land, but his words were not heeded. Galadriel's sorrow became too great, and she turned her attention to Lorelindorian and other distant lands. Celebrimbor gave up the woods as lost, turning all his attention and skill toward mastering his craft. Together, Celebrimbor and his fellowship of jewelsmiths became the most renowned workers of riches in all of Middle-earth. If they could not halt the slow degradation of the land's beauty, they would at least seek to supplement and preserve it through their craft. And so they were ensnared. And here we go. This is a really cool tale. This is the one I thought we were going to. This is about how the rings came about. The Silver Bastion became a shining jewel itself, a beacon of art and music and culture that drew the attention and the love of many distant lands. Caris Galen and Mirabel became places of such beauty they recalled the fabled elf halls of old, and traded with Linden thrived. But not all who watched this from afar watched with friendly eyes. In the land of Mordor, to which he fled following the defeat of his master Morgoth, Sauron seethed. He feared the rising might of Numenor, and despite having drawn orcs and other fell creatures to his service, he knew he did not possess the overwhelming numbers with which his master had dominated the world in past days of triumph. He devised a scheme by which he would use his enemies' weaknesses against them. And so he came to Eregion in fair guise, masking his true nature. He called himself Antheron. Word of your craft skill has spread far and wide, my lord Celebrimbor, even into the uttermost west. I am humbled by your presence here, Antheron. I see in your arrival an omen of good fortune. Accept my greetings and my welcome. You will be my honored guest. Antheron had gone first to Linden, but Gil-galad mistrusted him and refused to treat with a strange newcomer. It was in Caris Galen that the Lord of Gifts found one whose lineage and whose hunger for secret knowledge made him the perfect target for Antheron's promises. Celebrimbor could not resist, and before long the new arrival became a mentor to him and to the jewelsmiths of Eregion. Not all who dwelled at Caris Galen trusted this new arrival. Celeborn saw something in the Lord of Gifts that troubled him. I cannot say why I am so disquieted, Ranril. I share your unease, my lord. The Bright Company will go wherever you lead. Show us this threat and we will end it. But that is the heart of the problem, my friend. What is the threat? Though Galadriel had gone, Celeborn remained at Caris Galen. As Eregion's chief defender, he refused to abandon these lands and sought instead to protect them against the stranger who had seized Celebrimbor's ear. Antheron hated the Bright Company and its deeds, and summoned one threat after another to trouble them. Celeborn and his warriors were often drawn away from the city, and many a noble elf was slain in these engagements. But still the Lord of the Bright Company could not connect these rising threats with the newcomer Antheron and his too ready smiles. Despite the mistrust of some at Celebrimbor's city, Antheron did not remain idle. He He gathered to himself promising students and gave to them secret knowledge. But whatever he taught them, always he held something in reserve. Always there was more to be learned, more instruction to be given. How will we know we have mastered what thou hast taught us? The most promising among you will know Narmaleth. The students were not his only pupils. As the years passed, and Theron grew more and more brazen, Celebrimbor and his jewel-smiths fell further beneath his thumb, ensnared by his promises of secret knowledge and the working of crafts both beautiful and powerful. The jewel town and the silver bastion thrived, and the glory of Celebrimbor and his jewel-smiths only increased year after year. But the true masterpiece of Caris Galen was its ring forge. Antheron convinced the jewel-smiths to forge great rings of power. Long they toiled, until at last their work was complete. A set of 7 and a set of 9. You are certain these great rings will help preserve the land? They will help protect the lands of those who wear them, my lord. Give them to the hole diggers and the fellers of trees. The degradations they cause will be slowed. I called your arrival an omen of good fortune, Lord of Gifts, and yet I undervalued the help you would provide. I serve the powers, my lord, as do I in all things. Celebrimbor gave to the kings of dwarves and men the rings he had made, and for a time he knew peace, not knowing he had been deceived, not knowing that what he had done would nearly undo the world. Shortly afterwards, Theron departed. He would return to Rhygian only once more, and when he did, he would bring death and destruction with him. But after he was gone, Celebrimbor began to doubt. In time, suspicion awakened in his heart, and he began to worry that Theron had ensnared him by his own greed in some devious scheme. He decided to use the art he had learned to forge 3 more great rings, unknown to the treacherous Lord of Gifts. He believed he and his kinfolk could use these 3 rings for protection should matters go ill. Antheron returned to Mordor, and in the heart of his kingdom he cast aside his fair guise. He had no more need for deception. In Mordor, the Dark Lord Sauron sought the fulfillment of the scheme for which he had planned, walking unnoticed among his hated enemies for so many years. You go on ahead, my words will guide you, but I go no further than this. It's pretty amazing. In the filthy heat of Oradun, Mount Doom Sauron forged the ruling ring. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. One ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor where the shadows lie. pretty awesome. Celebrimbor had kept one of the three for his own. At the moment that Sauron placed the ruling ring on his own finger, Celebrimbor knew his danger. He removed his ring and vowed to never wear it again, lest his mind be dominated by the Dark Lord. Those of the jewelsmiths who had similarly kept rings were made to give them up, sometimes by force, and the three rings were sent in secret to hidden bearers. Messages were sent to men, dwarves, and elves in which Celebrimbor admitted his folly and warned of the coming war. So were the folk made ready to defend Middle-earth, but it would not be enough to save Eregion from the ravages of Sauron. The gates of Mordor opened and the armies of Sauron came forth. He would seize as many of the rings of power as he could find, but the three remained hidden to him, and he touched them not. The gates of Mordor, the armies of Sauron. What did I miss? Surely it is not as bad as all that. Sauron has been dead for 3,000 years. Today Mordor is an empty land. The Elder squints at Regolith. Sometimes elves have trouble making the passage of the years. I mean no offense, Rasicky. I returned Tegwin to Mossward, and while I was unable to coax a promise not to venture again into the wild, his parents gave him enough chores to keep him occupied at least until adulthood, at which point I think our obligation to keep him safe must surely lapse. I swore no oath to the farmers of Swanfleet. Menelder studies your expression and sighs heavily. Duendil did not speak kindly of me, did he? I am not surprised, Rasicky. In my heart I still hold the cause of the Dunedain most dear, but I understand my folk may not believe it, and I cannot deny the breaking of my oath. But who is your new friend? If she hates the Uruks as we do and is willing to aid us, perhaps she can help us track down several of their leaders. Rumor of 3 such villains has preceded me, and I cannot help but think the work would go more quickly if we were to split up, each of us to deal with one. Alright, I am going to take a break to go use the restroom and get some actual water. I've been drinking coffee this whole time. I need to get some water. So I will be right back here in a moment. I am back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Got me some water. Oh, and I'm ready to continue. I have hated Orkkind for much longer than you have been alive, Dunedain. As for the oaths you have taken or broken, I know he to whom you are sworn, or should be. I know what he desires to become. Ask not if I will help you, Ranger of the North. Ask instead if you are strong enough and courageous enough to lend any assistance to Bregalith of Imladris, of which she could have any need. Bregalith smirks at Benaldir, an amused light dancing in her eye. The ranger stares back, his mouth open. I will slay one of your Auric leaders, Benaldir and Rasicu will slay another. Can you be trusted to deal with the third? Show their locations to us on the High Elf's map, and we will see it done. Afterwards, we can meet at Idhobel, the camp of my people to the north of here. Okay. Investigate Auric tracks within Western Region and defeat an Auric war leader. That's going to be up in this area, I think. Okay, it's one of the three. I remember this now. You have to choose one of the three. Were the other quest gone? Did I miss something? Yeah, I thought there was something out here. For some reason that got unchecked. Alright, let's rock on. We can go right across over here and do this stuff. Then we'll head over here to try to get this one. Oh, hell. I was blinded by the bushes. Invading wargs over here we need to kill. I remember this now. The last time I was here, I had trouble finding the wargs to kill them. There's a worm. Let's kill it. There we are. Stabby stab. It's dead. Here, let's do this. Oh. I was thinking of my hunter. I was going to track a warg. I can't track on a mariner. Lordy, lordy. Ooh, that was some lag there. The badger. Can't see anything. I need more wargs. I gotta kill these to spawn some wargs. Yeah, I think I see one up there. Let me kill this real quick. Kill everything I come across until I get some wargs. There's one. Need one more. Hey, alright, there's one more right there. Alright, that was it. Let's head that way and kill an Auric war leader. Oh, it's good water. Don't know if I need to be up high or not. We're going to stay low because I didn't see a way to get up there. I've discovered Thamlasgul. Let's see if there's any discoveries up here to be had while I'm in the area. Yep, there's one right there. I don't think you can get in that way. We'll have to go up the ramp. There's another thing back there, but we'll get that in a moment. Collection of poetry. Warg boot print. And Bell's a challenge in attacks. Somebody attacks. Oh, there he is. Come here. Where are you going? Okay, that's bizarre. Okay, well, we dealt with that. We have a turn-in back here for what was right here, and a turn-in here for the Maneldir and the Elf Lady. But I want to see, is there anything in here? I don't want to miss any discoveries while I'm in the area. I don't know that there are any, but I just want to check. Part of my completionist things. I want to get all of the discoveries. I really don't see anything else. Let's go turn this in. I'm hearing from the other room that there's a touchdown for the Cowboys. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking at text messages. This pelt, I should have known. These are no ordinary wargs. It is as the rumors suggested. These fell beasts are a plague upon these lands. I fear it will be difficult to contain this threat if we do not act quickly. Take this pelt to Rovandus and Idobel, northeast of here. Follow the main road and cross the bridge to the north. She has been keeping watch in Western Eregion, and my suspicions of this new threat come from her more recent reports. This should prove to be of value to her. She will have more information for you. Alright, that's it for this quest hub. Let's head up road to the next one. Hung. It'll be a little while on the way up there, so let me pop a 1 minute ad and they'll give us a lot more time after that. Hello and welcome back, everybody. That will give us 24 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. Thank you for hanging in there. If you're enjoying what you're watching on Twitch, please hit the follow. If you're over on YouTube and you enjoy it, please hit the subscribe. And then go over to Twitter and follow me at Ferone the Gnome. We're almost to the quest hub. In fact, I think we're there. Here it is. Go ahead and set our milestone again. You had success. Those are good tidings, for it means Saruman now has 3 fewer war leaders commanding his forces in the area. I spoke with Bregalith while we waited for you to return, and she says there is one more location she wants us to investigate. But soon our time together will be ended. Each of us must bring word of Saruman's designs to our chieftains, for they must soon ripen and spell doom for Middle-earth. Okay. Duendil and I have been exchanging notes, keeping an eye on the Shadow's movement on both sides of the Glanduin. It grows and will continue to grow until the light can no longer endure. I'm glad to hear Duendil has made progress on his investigation of the most recent incursions. This pelt belongs to that of a warg, but the markings are what concerns me. Allow me to examine this pelt further. For the longest time, I had feared those that served the Shadow would soon wake. I have lost many trying to keep these lands safe. Now I am afraid the threat is all too real. The pelt you gave me bore a concerning mark. I will need more time to confirm whether my suspicions are true. Meanwhile, my scouts have reported unusual movement at long-forgotten ruins to the west. Wood trolls have made the ruins their new home, and they just desecrate that land. Go to Tham Lazgul to the west and thin the wood troll numbers. I should be able to glean more from these markings in the meantime. I believe that's where we had just went. Okay. Oh, there's Brigalith. Menelde is right. I must soon return to Imladris with these grim tidings. Winter is approaching, and I must tell Elrond the winds will blow chill indeed if the wizards have turned against us. Saruman's hand stretches forth to seize dangerous knowledge from the ruins of Viridian, and if the White Hand grasps it, who can tell what evils he might next think to accomplish? My people fled north after Caris Galen was destroyed by Sauron, and his armies pursued them. The tale of those who stood in his path and fell to find him is elsewhere told, but the defenders of one such place lasted a little longer than many others. At Them Kelachir, the hall of the swift river, Sauron found his conquest bitterly bought. On a hill to the north its wreckage still stands. If the Orcs expect to find Ringlord there, they will be disappointed, I think, but that ruin is the last resting place of many of my kin. Did they bring artifacts of power with them during their retreat? I cannot say for certain, but we should make sure little remains of which Saruman or his warriors might make use. After you have done this, return here to Itobel. I think then we must part. Okay, do we have any more quests? We certainly do. You are not the first person to volunteer to help me, but I hope you will be more reliable than the last. I had need of clean river water with which to prepare several of my medicinal remedies, and I sent a man to fill a bucket with such water to the west. He returned, and safely, but he left the bucket behind. I would not wish him to endanger himself, but he did volunteer for this service. The least he might have done would be to return my bucket. Could you retrieve it for me? To hear him describe it, it should be standing on a shelf of rock beside the river, to the west of here, still full of water. As an herbalist and a healer, I often have need of many different ingredients, but I am also an elf, which means I am not like to be caught unprepared. I have nearly everything I need save this. Holy berries. Holly berries, even. They have many different medicinal purposes and are used in a number of valuable remedies. If you can bring me holly berries from the area, I would be most pleased. You will find them on horns and on wood trolls throughout western region, I believe. Okay, I think that's all of the quest in this little quest hub. So let's see where we got to go. Lots of places. But back over here is where those trolls were at that they wanted me to go thin out. Basically, I guess I can kill them anywhere. I don't have to go back over there. I may just do that. But down the river down here is where we need to go get the bucket. So let's go do that real quick. There's the bucket. And we've got to run the bucket back. Which shouldn't be a problem because I'm such high level that the mobs won't affect me, won't attack me. So I don't really have to avoid them. Let's go straight back. There you go, there's your water, buddy. Could have done without the drenching, my friend, but even so, thank you for retrieving my bucket. You've proven both reliable and unexpected, and each of those qualities brings a smile to my lips. Perhaps next I should retrieve a towel. No, that will be fine. Worry not, and neither shall I. Okay, so we brought him his water and his bucket. And we poured the water on him because, we just felt like that was the thing to do. I don't know why it makes me giggle every time I one-shot these things. They're so low level compared to me. It's not like I'm actually accomplishing anything. Like a bully in a playground. On a playground. Look at me! Oh, go! I got you! We're getting pretty close. I think, aren't we? Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to finishing Swanfleet. And then we'll be headed to Cardland. Just a handful of quests left here now. Deed completed. Oh, very nice. Where are we at now? Still 16 of 25. Way off from maxing that out. Really wish they would make a item you could get and put it like in your pocket slot or something that would set your level down. Like, buy an item that would set you down to 20, one for 30, and so on and so forth. So that way there you can go through old content like this. And if you choose to play it that way by putting the item in, it would be, of a level where it'd actually be a little bit of a challenge, not just super easy like this is. But at the same time, I want it to be something that I choose to do by putting it in there. I don't want it to. I don't like when games do that thing where they auto level you when you go anywhere, so everything is like basically a challenge no matter what. Because then it feels like you aren't actually leveling up in the game. You're not accomplishing anything. But I would like the option to choose to go down to the level of the content. So when I want to go have a challenge, I can do that. Fortunately, they don't have anything like that in this game. So along with destroying these guys, we're trying to find an item in the trash piles around here. Why they're still shining everywhere. They don't unshine after you've clicked on it. It's not until you finally find the item. Hey, I found it. Found the short knife. I found a short knife, not the short knife. A short knife. Anything left up there? Yes. Okay. It was the green one though. The green one is okay. That's the oh, what are they? The wood trolls. Trying to get holly berries off of them. So it's not necessarily up here. But you actually lived after I poked you once. How dare you? All right, we need trolls. Let's mount up and find a troll. Come on, I said mount up. Oh, lag. It's getting impatient there. And the lag monster said, calm your horses. Yes, he sounded like an ant. He was like, calm your horses. Mm? I need more. Come on, where's some more at? Don't make me tell you again. Calm your horses. I guess we go turn this. I want to finish this though. I want to finish this. I want to find all the wood trolls and finish it and go back, turn them all in at the same time. It's just annoying me. The inner fightings in my brain. Go turn in now. No, don't go turn in. Go turn in now. No, don't go turn in. Everything but a wood troll. I see a wood troll. Gotcha. There we are. That's done. Now we can go turn that in. Right, there's not... Oh, is there still something over there? What is that? Defeat wood trolls in... Oh... I have to kill 12 wood trolls in that area. Even though I had another quest for wood trolls that I could get anywhere, I had to kill wood trolls in that specific area as well. So I got to go over there no matter what. It's all good. It's all good. We'll just ride over there, kill some wood trolls, and we'll run back. It's not a problem. I remember this cavern before. It was a pain but the last time I had to deal with it. I gotta find a way across. Well, that's one way down. This is why I didn't want to have to come over here. As if I knew I was going to do this. But still, it's a long trip over here. Kill some trolls. Can I even get up that? Get up there. Thank God I can go up that incline, because normally in this game, an incline like that would be a no-go. Alright, trolls. I need to kill 12 of y'all. It's not my fault. I didn't want to have to come kill y'all. But, the elf lady said I had to. So, blame her. Where's the rest of them? This way. We were like literally just here doing another quest a moment ago. So we have to do it again now. Or come here again now. Here we are. Alright, that finished it, right? Yeah, it did. Okay. Wrong thing. We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Alright, you found Uryx at the Hall of the Swift River. I do not doubt it, but did you find aught else? You hand Bregalith the elf knife you unearthed from the debris at Killicher. She blows dust from the hilt and wipes the blade clean. Unless I am very much mistaken, this is a dagger of the Bright Company, Risiki. Many were their glorious deeds in ages past, and long did they fight against Sauron and his minions. Were it not for such worthies as Celeborn and Glorfindel, who survived the war of heroic Orenoril, who did not, or heroic Orenoril, who did not, the rout of Origian might have been even worse. I will bring this dagger to Imladris, where it can be kept in a place of honor. If it truly is a weapon of the Bright Company, it is fitting for it to come to rest within the place of the refuge for which its wielder fought and likely died. And so I will bid farewell to you and the Ranger Menaldir, for I must bring this warning to Imladris. The wizard Saruman has sent Uruk warbands to the ruins of Origian and Swanfleet seeking ring lore. What he desires to do with it, Lord Elrond will know better than I. But surely it can mean nothing good. I believed we had learned the danger of such craft, but perhaps it was not so. I fear we are on the very precipice of danger, Risiki. I wish you and Menaldir good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take each of you. But I also have a warning of my own to give. I bid you exercise caution on the road and do not trust others too readily. These are days I would never have expected to see, yet all around me I see signs of the deepening shadow. It may be that servants of Saruman or those of an enemy we cannot yet perceive work to undo all the good that has been achieved in these lands. Farewell, perhaps we will meet again on a more sunny day, when these cares and worries have been set aside. So we have a sword that we won't be using. Oh, it's accept. Not a finish yet. This will be the finish. No, it won't. I will take Bregaleth's warning to heart, and you should as well. To that end, might I suggest that we travel one road rather than two, Risiki. I must bring word to the chieftain of the Dunedain of the danger posed by Saruman and his Uruk-hai. He will not greet me warmly, and I know not where he will be found, but this warning must be delivered all the same. I suggest we make for the ruins of old Cardland, and consult with a friend of mine who lives among them, Narndir by name. He did not cast aside our friendship when I left. You will know where to find the Dundan we seek. I would appreciate your company on the road. After I have delivered my message, I will leave you at the finest tavern I have ever known, the Inn of the Prancing Pony in Breetown. From there you will surely find a path to whatever adventures you might wish. What say you, my friend? If this course seems good to you, I recommend that we return to Mossford to restock and resupply. Let us put Scardy Binblade to work once more before we depart Swanfleet and travel north to deliver our warning. Okay, and quest turn in over here. Thank you for helping us in keeping the shadow at bay. It pains me to learn Thamlasgul had been tainted. We shall renew our efforts to drive the new intruders away. But now our attention turns to Tham Kellichir. While examining the pelt, I discovered that the wargs were of the White Hand. Something is strange about this new communion. You have my thanks for taking care of the wood trolls in Thamlesgo. With the wargs connected to the White Hand and scouts reporting renewed movement within Tham Kellichir, I can no longer assume it is a coincidence. I lost someone dear to me during their last trek into those ruins, so I had one of my scouts observe the creatures there. The shadow infests that place, but this latest edition of wargs is even more troubling. Orokai are not known for traveling with wargs. Speak to Harlandir just outside the ruins. He can tell you more. Okay. We've got our marching orders to our next quest hub. Let's talk to this guy one more time. Thank you for these holly berries. I will add them to my ingredient pouch and will make use of them in the days ahead. Hope it was not too much trouble. Horns and wood trolls are both very dangerous if you are not prepared for their attacks, which can be most deadly for the unwary. And I have another quest for you. I am not just a healer and an herbalist, but a warrior too, and on occasion I have had cause to use my skills in combat. I know the hurts that can be caused by Uruk-wielded blades, both as one who treats them and as one who has sustained them. Face the Uruks that prowl Tham Kellichir to the north and wrest their weapons from them. I'll be in your debt for this, my friend, both as a healer and as a fighter. Okay, that is where we leave this group, and we head up the road just outside of Tham Kellichir to grab the next quest hub. It'll be a much smaller quest hub than this one. It's just one guy, basically. And finish up Tham Kellichir. And I believe that is when we head back over here towards Cardland. The second half of Before the Shadow. Good. I need to refill my water though. We passed him up. He's back here. All right. In fact, let me go fill up my water right now, and I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. Oh man, I'm still stuffed from dinner today. Actually, it was around lunchtime we did our Thanksgiving. I am still completely and utterly stuffed. It's 4:39 p.m. here now. Rovanda sent you. I assume she told you of the Urukai. I've been observing their comings and goings within Tham Kelchir. While they have shown no signs of further expansion, I fear they are but waiting for the right moment. If wargs, are involved with the Urukai, is indeed strange. Whatever you are to do in there, be careful. The Urukai, cat is now on the desk, which bothers me, because he'll knock something over. The Urukai are dangerous foes not to be underestimated. If we are to find proof of this new communion between Urukai and Warg, then start by searching for where wargs are kept. Alright, he left the desk. That's better. He was behind the monitor, and I really didn't like that. Alright, so he wants me to go up here and look for something. Ooh, oh, you know what he said? He said, "Good God!" Oh. Oh, there's a cage. Okay, so I need to investigate cages. Come on, swing. Is there a cage back there? No. Need 2 more cages. Got all the Urukais. I see a cage. 1 more cage. Never turned down an opportunity to kill an Urukai. I mean, hey, I found a cage. I finished that one. Should have finished all of them up there, yeah. Minding his own business, just standing there, and I walk by and go, and that was the end of it. You found the Warg cages. Then it is as we feared. The shadow brings the beast into these lands, and my eyes have failed to warn of this presence. There must be a reason why they are now suddenly moving together. There are bound to be more of these beasts out there. We must find the source and prevent more of these creatures from entering Eregion. Well, let's choose one. The white hand grows bold. We must be wary. The presence of wargs within Urukai camps is troubling. We'll have to see if there is more we can gather from the Urukai to understand their true purpose. Return to Tham Kelchir and see if you can find any information from the Urukai that will lead us to the source of this warg threat. Alright, let's go kill some more wargs. Or not wargs, I mean Urukais. Game is so much more fun when the mobs actually fight back and don't just stand there drooling on themselves waiting for you to poke them. Alright, that's 8 of 8. But we still need to do something in here. Captain. Okay, a captain. Found a captain. He's not a captain anymore. Alright, that's everything. Let's go turn these in. This parchment resembles that of many carried by the Urukai. It likely contains valuable information, but the scribblings are indecipherable to me. It's maybe what we've been looking for. I'm sure if you let Rovandis have a look, she may be able to glean some information from it. Okay, we'll go talk to her. We're gonna go cross country. Because that road goes meow. Thank you for these weapons, my friend. Perhaps this will hinder the efforts of the Uruks to threaten the folk of this land and slow the damage they think to cause. With my well wishes and good fortune to you on your road. Thank you for your help, Rasiki. The markings on this parchment are familiar to me. It contains information regarding the movement of the wargs into western Eurigian. A master of beast musters northeast of Them Kelichir, tasked with bringing more wargs into these lands. If we can defeat this master, we can slow the White Hand's approach on Caris Galen and slow the unfurling shadow. For a long time, Them Kelichir stood overlooking the Bruinen, and now Urukai call it home. It is time we took back that home and rid this land of the encroaching warg threat. To the northeast of Them Kelichir, there waits a master of beast. His orders were to spread chaos and darkness upon the land, letting loose wargs to run wild. Once we have eliminated this threat, we can focus on the Urukai and Them Kelichir and take it back. But we cannot lose more innocent people. Go and call the warg numbers and defeat the warg master once and for all. Okay. So that is going to be... Is that down there? Because I figured it was over. No, it's up here. What is this down here? They're showing it in two places. Two places. It's up here, not down there. Because she said it was northeast of Them Kelichir. So, yeah, it's this one up here. Don't know why it's showing me that down there. That's totally bizarre. Spilling water all over myself here. Here we are. Where are the rest of these wargs at? Alright, now we're going to challenge the Warg Master. Here goes my kitty. And that was an easy challenge. He's dead. It's funny. Alright, let's just call back over to there. Alright. You have defeated the Warg Master, Rasiki. This is much welcome news. For now, the lands are made safer, but our work is not yet complete. Our efforts in taking Them Kelichir from the Urukai must double. We will not let the sacrifice of the innocents be in vain. When the time comes, I hope to be able to call upon you again, Rasiki. For now, I'm grateful for your aid, and am indebted to you. Alright, so that is it, I suppose. No other quest here? Nothing else for Them Kelichir. That's intriguing. Thought we had one more trip up there. Let's check something. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Eriador, Swanfleet, and Cardland. Explore Swanfleet. 2 of 4. Complete Dwellers of Old Swanfleet. Complete Treasure of Swanfleet. Oh, I always have trouble with that. Explore. Oof, a lot of exploring I have not done. Oh, but that could be in Swanfleet or Cardland. And that one's in Cardland. Treasure of Swanfleet I have not found. Dwellers of Old Swanfleet. Discover and engraved stuff. Man, there's just so much. I hate that I haven't done it all. But let's take a Stable Master over to Mossward. So we can continue our adventures into Cardland. But we've gone 2 hours and 30 minutes on this. So we're going to be taking a break here shortly. Get back to Mossward, and I think we do a little something here for the epic story, and then we'll take a break. Something right here. Like it was lighting up, but I'm pretty sure it's inside here. Here we are. I did not think you would return to Mossward so quickly. It just so happens that Geralt and Venna came by a short time ago, and they asked me to prepare some equipment to give to you in the event you returned. Seems they wanted to give you a reward for looking after their boy, Tegwin. They arranged to pay for it, so who am I to argue? They have so far kept the lad from bothering me as often as he used to, which is nearly payment enough, if you ask me. Nearly, I said. Peace of mind doesn't put food on the table, but luckily for you, coin does. So you pick whatever you like, and no cost to you. Let's grab something here. So where does your road now lead, old Cardland, you say? Scardy strokes his beard, just like I'm doing. There's not a lot there, as I understand it. To hear Menelder talk, you'd think it was a great kingdom, but that was long ago. Claimed by war and plague, it was apparently, and now it's remembered mainly by rangers and by scholars and by those with the misfortune to hear them go on about it. I'll not stop you, but if you're going that way, you'll need to cross the river at Tharbad. The bridge there is out, and the crossing will not be pleasant. Enjoy yourself, Rasiki. I will stay here in my shop, where it is warm and dry. Scardy is right. If we are to reach Cardland, we will need to cross the river Guathlo at Tharbad. When the Númenóreans built the city, its great bridge provided a valuable link to Gondor, and trade with the Southlands flourished. But in time the kingdom of Arnor diminished, and Tharbad was abandoned. The south road became less traveled than in prosperous days. Masonry crumbled over the years, and parts of the city fell into the river. The great thaw that followed the fell winter released the floodwaters, and portions of the mighty bridge were lost for good. But folk crossed the river at Tharbad before the bridge was built, and it should remain possible even now that the bridge is gone. We will travel northwest to Tharbad and see for ourselves, Rasiki. Let us meet in the shadow of the broken bridge on the southern bank. Okay, so basically, that finishes Swanfleet. We've got a whole lot of discoveries and things here that I haven't done in Swanfleet, which irritates me. I'll have to come back and do that because I'm a completionist. I'm just trying to figure out why in the hell do I have this one quest thing. It's like, and there's nothing in here. So I've never been in here before. That's kind of cool. I like the look of that. But this is a bug, obviously. If you look in the mini map, you can see it says Tegwin is right there. Tegwin is not right there. That's a bug. They've introduced a bug because it wasn't there before. We used to not do that. So basically, we've been all over Swanfleet. And the next place we have to go is over here into Cardland. We'll first stop at Tharbad, and then we'll make our way into Cardland, and that's all of this area. The second half of Before the Shadow. But, that being said, this stream is 2 hours and 30 minutes and 4 minutes, actually 2 hours and 34 minutes long now. So we are going to take a break, and I will be back in an hour or so and try to do the second half of Before the Shadow. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I always enjoy playing Lord of the Rings online. I hope you'll come back and join me if you're watching on Twitch. Please hit the follow if you're over on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe, like, and leave a comment, because the algorithm loves that kind of stuff, and people get to see my videos more if you make the algorithm happy. Then head over to Twitter, the Big X, and follow me there. It's at For on the Gnome. If I don't see you later tonight, I hope to see you again at some point. This is For on the Gnome, and I'm signing off. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever it is where you are. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye!